To summarize it in one word, it's really f***ing annoying. Visionshaper was one of the first fully made oaths in Deepwoken, being the charisma-based oath that it is, also wants to drain your sanity and put it into the pits of hell. But Infekted! I thought Blindseer was about sanity. We have Mindsu that takes your sanity. No, you fucking idiot. Blindseer is about demons, specifically the sightless ones that just kill people instantly. Get it right, you moron. With those lovely facts in mind, let's get into Visionshaper's kit and just why is it an annoying piece of shit that nobody wants to deal with these days. Alright, we're going to get into the moves and talents that Visionshaper has, and I'm going to have to order them together because certain talents only make sense with certain moves that Visionshaper has. So with that in mind, let's get into it. Visionshaper's first mantra is Summon Goon. Now who's Goon, you may ask? Goon is that guy right over there. He does all the fighting for you, so you don't have to. You can just sit back, spam mantras, go get a drink or something if you want to. Hell, go take a nap while he does everything for you. Fun fact as well, this move also grants you iframes when you use it, acting as an extra dodge in case you didn't want to play safe enough. Visionshaper has this other move called Illusionary Counter, which is really boring. You just dodge an attack by assuming a stance, and you get a goon, you get goon to come and help you, and then you teleport behind them like a Dragon Ball. Kind of boring. I wish it did something else. That's okay. On to the next mantra that actually should be worth something. On to the final mantra that Visionshaper has to offer, and that's Illusionary Realm. Now, Illusionary Realm was supposed to be your
領域展開無料空所
But unfortunately, all we get is a big black base plate instead. Now, when you want to use your
領域展開
the whole point behind this mantra was supposed to be an area where you had the control, you had the advantage, your clones were better, you were better, but it really doesn't feel that way. It doesn't last long enough unless you modify it. The clones do more damage, sure, but people can just run out by running off the sides. So it's not very fun, but we'll talk about how I think we can improve it in the next section. With that in mind, let's get to the couple of talents that are related to these mantras, and then we'll go to the next part. The next talent that we have is Mirage from the Deep, which is directly connected to your Illusionary Realm. It summons a goon from the deep. It could be a big goon, a small goon, a fat goon, a deadly goon, a harmless goon. But it summons a goon nonetheless to deal with whoever's inside your realm for a certain amount of time. It allows you to leave the realm early, but it costs you a little bit of your HP. Just a little bit. This is a great running install tool that's in the game right now, but we'll get to opinions later. The other talent is Cheap Trick, which is when you go under half as a Visionshaper, a clone spawns for you, a goon, if you will, spawns for you and will fight for a little bit, or just anytime you get hit while you're under half. Cooldowns are kind of meaningless anyways. So, well, with that in mind, let's really dive into how we can make Illusionary Realm a better mantra. Ah, yes, Illusionary Realm. The mantra that was supposed to be the cool arena that you could just summon on demand. But it wasn't. We're left with the shell of a mantra that's really annoying, hardly used, and doesn't function, at least in my opinion, how it should. So here's what the realm is used for now. It's used as a stall tool to essentially turn everybody's weapons into sock'em boppers, punching gloves, and just delays death if you stay in there. Because even if you reach knocked health, quote unquote, you don't get knocked. You'll be low when you leave, sure, but you've probably bought 30 seconds of time for your friends to get there or whatever to turn the tides. So, with that in mind, here's what I think could make Illusionary Realm a lot better. But before we do that, just in case you're not convinced at all, that Illusionary Realm is just a stall tool. Allow me to show you a very simple way to just keep enemies away, and I'll even put some funny music over it to make it even better. So take a look at this. I hope that got my point across. With all these stall tools and easy ways to run away, this build isn't even good for that. You could make a build that's so much more cancer with better running tools than what I have here, but this is just to show you a taste. So with that in mind, I have 3 steps to show you, and Infekted's patent pending 3-step Visionshaper program to make this a lot better. Step 1 in Infekted's Visionshaper program for Illusionary Realm: box this fucking thing in. I am sick of people running off the sides, and we're going to turn it into an actual prison where all the degenerates who run Silent Heart can go where they finally deserve to be. Step 2 to Infekted's Visionshaper program: allow people to get knocked and gripped inside this realm. If I want to reenact a JJK jumping with me and the goon, let's make it realistic and they actually go down instead of just being at no health and can easily run away after with their friends. Let me kill them. The last step in Infekted's Visionshaper upgrade program for Illusionary Realm: buff their stats when they're in the realm. This is your turf. Why do you feel so weak on it? Even Goon, as good as he is just a mere annoyance. Let us be strong. Stand proud. All these steps together, I think, is just the best way to make Illusionary Realm an actual cool domain expansion versus just an annoying base plate with no other purpose. The idea of Visionshaper is to mess with your opponents, not just beat them into the corner with Goon, if you know what I'm saying. So, with that in mind, let's just wrap things up. Now, looking back, as hindsight is 2020, Visionshaper was the first big fleshed out oath in Deepwoken, Blindseer being soon to follow when the devs added content for it. But for something designed to deceive and mess with your opponent's mind, I don't feel that it really does that right now. I feel like with clones you kind of can. If maybe you could do a bit more with the clones, perhaps they could have different uses in the future, who knows. But Illusionary Realm, I feel, which was one of the big draws, it's just lacking in some of its function and form. But I hope that maybe one day, maybe after Conquest releases, we could see a potential Visionshaper rework. But until then, the clone spam and Goon in his existence, we'll have to tolerate it for now. But thank you guys for watching, and if you like this type of content and want to see more in-depth descriptions about various things in the state and what they are, like and subscribe, comment, keeps me going. I'll see you guys later.